Now, considering we got a text message, got a WhatsApp message this morning, Andrew.
Yes.
By Ash saying he was struggling with his voice.
Yeah.
You'd never think so.
We were this close from cancelling the whole thing.
Yeah.
And now he's made a miraculous recovery.
No, I felt really. I felt I wanted some encouragement.
Oh well, I did
because the way I felt this morning, lying in bed, there was no way I could do what I wanted to do today. So I thought maybe let me get up, let me have something to eat, and have some Manuka, have some paracetamol, go for a walk.
Oh, you've been for a walk?
Yeah. I offered to bring you some lemons.
Yeah.
So you can have a nice honey and lemon.
Yeah.
Which is.
I thought he was just using a term of endearment.
Well,
would you like some lemon honey?
Lemon honey.
And I said, thank you, darling, but I've got a Manuka.
Whichever way you want to take it.
So here it is. It's the podcast nobody asked for. Three guys in a kitchen, drinking coffee and having a chat.
Speaking of lemons,
Ding dong.
I have learnt an interesting fact yesterday.
Okay.
So, did you know?
I doubt it.
So, which of the following fruits, are not man-made?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oranges, lemons, grapefruits, or clementines. Which of those are not man-made?
Lemons.
No.
So are we saying here that man has created this fruit?
So they do
by
not
merging it with something else?
Correct. So they don't naturally exist.
And just shout them again.
So that they're unique. They're not being hybrided, or what are they called?
So which of these are not man-made? Oranges, lemons, grapefruits, clementines.
Not man-made.
Yes.
I would say an orange.
I'd like to think something ancient, something that's been around for, centuries or whatever. Because I thought lemons might be, because was the lemons in the Bible, for instance?
We're talking about a long time
Jesus
ago.
pluck a lemon from the tree or something like that?
I think there might have been.
It seems to remind me.
But that's only 2,000 years.
Yeah, I know, but then
Allegedly.
maybe did people have the ability to
Cross-pollinate
in those days, or by mistake, by error, So we've said orange, he said no. We've said lemon, and he said no. So
there's only two left.
Grapefruit
or clementine.
Clementine. Do you want me to put
I thought clementine was so close to an orange, so why would that be?
But that's probably why it's not. You can't pick it.
You can't pick it.
Yeah. I'm assuming the question is, I can go out today, anywhere in the world, and pick 3 of those 4 fruits.
You can pick all of them.
You can pick
all of them.
You can pick all of them.
I was just saying that there has to be something that was the original.
Which of these are not man-made?
Not man-made. Yeah.
Well, I think we've gone through a process of elimination.
Yeah, we've got 2 left.
Because you said right at the beginning, talking about lemons, right? And I thought, that's very easy.
It'll be a lemon. Yeah. So do you want the answer?
Come on then.
Grapefruit.
It's a bit of a trick question.
Yeah.
None of them are naturally occurring.
None of them are naturally.
None of them. They are all man-made.
Wow. So
an orange is a cross between a pomelo and a mandarin.
Okay.
A lemon is a hybrid of a bitter orange, which itself is a hybrid, and a citron.
Yeah.
Grapefruits were an accidental hybrid of sweet orange and pomelos, and clementines a hybrid of a mandarin and a sweet orange. So none of them occur naturally. Crazy, isn't it?
Really? That's.
Thought I'd start off with that fascinating fact, just to draw our listeners in.
Well, thank you for that, Andy.
Yeah.
And welcome this morning to a nice sunny Saturday morning in August. It's soon to be Andy's birthday, but we'll come to that later.
Thanks.
Because he's going to open up his present shortly. Actually, no, let's do that now. Andy, it's your birthday tomorrow. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. And
He's got a sore throat, hasn't he?
and Stewie has, usurped me and bought him a present, which I ain't done, right? So I apologise for that.
Well, I
But I did
also
make you coffee,
Well,
and I did make you some toast
It's-
and marmalade yesterday.
it's not. I put some thought into it
Oh, did you?
because I thought, I wonder if Andrew's tried it. It's not this ridiculous Dubai chocolate that everybody's
Well, I
going
just
stupid
assumed
about.
it was the way that it's been nicely wrapped and things.
I was wrapping my presents. When I left school, before I went off and went to try and get into the military, I worked in a packing warehouse.
Oh,
And I was taught how to properly use brown paper
yeah,
to wrap things up, as
Yeah.
you'll see, Andy.
that is very efficiently wrapped.
yeah. But let's face it, guys. I mean, because that's an easy thing to.
Did you do anything?
Well, I made him some toast and marmalade yesterday and some coffee,
Oh, did he wrap it?
and I said happy birthday, didn't I?
Yes, you actually did.
Yeah.
You actually did.
Look, just take comfort in I've wrapped it nice. Yeah. Instead of just picking faults with everything.
I've taken a photograph of it so that I'm going to put that on the Instagram page.
Are you?
It's,
Okay.
thank you, Stu, for...
So it's either a Pride package, but
It's
You
not
mean because
right.
of the colour of
Exactly.
the wrapping?
yeah. So happy birthday! Enjoy your present.
Thank
Want
you.
to open it?
Shall I
So
open it? I shall open it. And just to clarify, thank you for the present and the card.
Thought.
And the thought.
Yeah.
And I apologise because I didn't get you a
Yeah.
card or a present
Yeah.
on your birthday last week.
Tit for tat.
Well, the thing is that I don't think I've ever gotten a card or a present for any of my friends. So
Yeah.
this is a bit of a
Yeah, because,
new experience.
No, but yeah, each to their own. I mean, obviously I'm similar to you in that regard, birthday presents and stuff. I don't care about anything, even though I've got some lovely knife for my
beautiful nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful nice.
He's wrapped it so well, I can't even get into it.
Well, I would have opened it. Oh,
Well, I was trying to... Hold on. You said you've wrapped it. You've taped the wrapping paper to the wrapping of the product.
Well, you have to,
Why?
because you have to secure the first sheet.
But now I'm going to rip the...
Oh, you'll be okay. You can get a knife. There you go.
God.
So it is...
Would you like me to take that
Turning his...
off your table? Nothing.
But you were taking my chocolate.
No, I wouldn't do that.
So it is Tony's Chocolonely.
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 Nelly.
Lily. Chocolonely.
Can I have
How do you pronounce it?
Chocolonelli. Chocolonelli.
So I have seen this
Chocolonelli.
in shops, but I have never had it. What is special about this?
Look at the flavour of it.
So it is
Salted.
sea salt milk caramel.
Yeah. Salted milk caramel.
Salted milk caramel. But isn't there something that they...
They are they're an ethical organisation in Ireland, I think, Irish. And yeah, they tick all the boxes and how they wrap things and present things and create things. And it's very nice chocolate. Not dark chocolate, admittedly. And I think one thing that Tony's need to do is look at dark chocolate.
Oh, so they don't do a dark chocolate.
They may have, I haven't seen one,
Okay.
but
Do
it's
you know
very
how
nice
many-
chocolate.
Do you know how many blocks it's divided into?
There's enough for you if you wanted one.
No. I just thought
Honestly,
maybe we should. Well, it's up to you. It's your present.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm more than
We
happy
could open
to...
it tomorrow at the Cushy
Yes.
as a little after dinner.
Is this your way of saying that you can't be bothered to make anything, like a cake, like you did for yourself?
Which I never had none,
I was thinking about it, but I just thought
because he was too busy talking to the people outside his party group,
Yeah.
left the room,
Left the room.
spoke to two random strangers, and left his party group to entertain themselves.
You did indeed. You did indeed.
And that was only because I let this old lady wanted to get into the disabled loo, and I went to go and get a key for her.
And I could hang around all day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was actually, yeah, he was
It wasn't
gone
that
when
rude.
you left, wasn't he?
I had to go and find him at the time I was leaving.
Yeah.
But he wanted to come back and think, that's a bit rude.
Yeah.
That's a bit rude. He's gone without saying goodbye.
But I just thought you wanted to leave because you didn't want to taste my cake. My
I didn't know what I
Sri
didn't.
Lankan look cake.
I didn't.
Which did require cream, and which it didn't
It
come
was
with.
dry then, was it?
I wouldn't say it was dry.
Well, it wasn't moist.
It just could have done with a bit of
Something with
Get
it.
off the fence. Tell him it was dry.
It was not dry. I am not saying it was dry. It was not dry.
Oh, you are so for somebody who benefits so much from my bake.
Well, sometimes benefit.
Now that you've made a mention of it, I think maybe I will make a little something for tomorrow.
Oh, a simple chocolate cake.
As long as they let me in. Do you like a chocolate cake, would you?
A very basic chocolate cake. Oh, I think after you've had an Indian, chocolate's quite nice.
You said this when you were there.
Yeah, I have to have chocolate after I've had an Indian.
Okay. Well, can you just clear it with the staff that I can bring some?
I will clear it with the staff.
Even if not, I'll just bring some Mars bars in.
Yeah.
No. For my
Rocky Road cake.
Rocky Road.
I can't see Ash making a Rocky Road. He's not a Rocky Road guy.
I don't like making brownies either. I think
not brownies. Don't insult Rocky Road.
No, but even Rocky Road's not for me.
Okay.
So thank you again for happy birthday tomorrow, and let's get together at Cushy Grill and have a good afternoon.
We do need to think about buying shares in Cushy Grill.
I think we do.
Chairs.
Oh, sorry. We can buy chairs as well because we sit on them long enough.
Yeah, to be fair.
We should have our own private booth.
Yeah.
Ash's Centre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so shall we kick off?
Shall we?
I mean,
enough of it.
We've already
dilly
kicked off, really.
Yes.
I mean, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind having a quick conversation about your situation from last week, if that's all right.
You want to start with that? Oh.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to go funny first and put that in?
We can do it.
We don't want to lower your mood.
We can do it. We can.
Okay. So, the reason I wanted to bring it up is one, that it's clearly something that has an impact on people, and that is that you lost my dog last week.
Suddenly.
Very suddenly. And I just wanted to give you the opportunity to talk about that, because you're quite right. I'm not a pet person at all.
No.
But I do recognize the value of pets to people, whether it's people who live on their own or families, and how good they are for them. So I just wanted to allow you to have a chat about that and tell us your thoughts,
I think
feelings about that.
Firstly, as painful and distressing as it was, what has come out of it is the comments that I've had from, I can't even remember how many people have come up to me and asked me where my dog is.
Yeah.
Because he was a character. He was a French bulldog, extremely friendly. Everybody loved him because he was quite a silly dog in his mannerisms. They call him the clown dog. I didn't know this.
Didn't it? Is that the kind of breed name?
Because they're just so funny. They've got their own little personalities in every way. Yeah. And I've had grown men cry when I've spoken to them and they've asked how he was and where is he. I've had people give me a hug and all that because they've been upset by it, because it was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
He wasn't poorly. He wasn't on any tablets.
What about age?
So he was 8 years of age.
Is that old for a dog?
Well, I didn't think it was old, but when we spoke to the vet, he thought it was, he's an old dog. But I guess what we've had from a family is the massive gap in the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody there to greet you. Nobody in the family wants to be the first one in the house, because he's the first thing that you would see when you come back home at any time of the day. Yeah. And no matter how bad your day is, he would always come and give you that only thing a pet can do kind of stuff. So that's been really tough. And the house is really quiet. But it highlights, when you've got good friends, the importance of having good friends. So I was out Tuesday night, and I didn't really want to go out Tuesday night. I didn't really want to. Obviously I came to yours on Sunday. Didn't really want to socialise because I don't really want to talk too much about him, because then it starts to get a little bit upsetting, because I remember all the good times we had. But each day has gone by and you come to terms that there's no going back, and you've got to go forward and look at it. And you have people who you meet, obviously they associate Cooper with me and know he's not with me. And some people say, you need to take your time. It's going to take a long time. Are you going to have another dog? You're going to do that. And I haven't even thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
I really haven't thought about replacing him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the same for us when we lose anybody.
Yeah.
The last thing you think about is replacement.
Yeah.
What you want to do is mourn the loss of that dog, animal, person, whatever that is. And I've got to be honest, it's hit me more than losing a relative.
Okay.
Mainly because all my relatives died of an old age.
Yeah. You didn't live with them.
And I didn't live with them. But with Cooper, he was there 24/7. With a relative, you see them periodically.
That's what I mean.
And they tend to, depart when they are at that age, or they've been ill for a while.
Yes.
And obviously that wasn't.
And also, you never fall out with a dog, do you? It's not.
No, and
it's unconditional, isn't it?
And the thing is, you do tell your dog off,
Yeah.
and I miss it.
Yeah.
You miss telling him up.
I miss telling him off. It's like the other day, I was making just a simple cheese roll, right? And I got upset.
Yeah. Because
he always used to sit next to me.
Yeah.
When I'm standing up making the cheese roll,
Yeah.
he'd sit up because he used to love a piece of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd give him a piece of the cheese, and
It's the cheese tax.
a cheese tax. Yeah. Yeah.
Got to pay the dogs the cheese tax.
Gotta pay the
Okay.
tax.
What was it called? A cheese tax?
Because
I'm
if you're making
it's
something with
cheese.
cheese, you got to give it to the dog.
Yeah. So it's little things like that
Yeah.
you appreciate after the event. You don't appreciate it at the time because you say, like, I used to eat my food, right? I wouldn't eat it in the kitchen because Coop would always sit right next to me. He wouldn't beg, but he'd just sit there because he knew that once I've finished eating, I would give him some of what I'm eating. So on the odd occasion, I'd say, at least keep Coop in the kitchen. I'm going to go in the living room and eat on my own so I can have a little bit of peace. I wish I could have that time back now. And, he'd come in and have the food.
Yeah.
So, it's been tough, and I've had moments where I've just cried.
Yeah.
For no reason, just
Missing. You're missing.
just cried.
You're missing it.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's a fact that you're never going to get it back. And
Yeah.
people turn around and say, he wouldn't want you to be unhappy. He wouldn't want you to not have another dog because you're good with dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've spoken to, and I must have spoken to, 15, nearly 20 people that you see when you're walking your dog, and they've got their dogs. And I always carry biscuits with me, right? Because Coop, when he was good, I'd give him a little biscuit. And the other dogs know that I'm the biscuit man. So
you're the cookie.
I'm the cookie. So they run over to me, and they are so obedient. They just sit there because they know they're going to get a biscuit.
Yeah.
Right. So I still go out. I go out at the same time every day in the morning, and in the afternoon, I do the same route. I have to do that for my own well-being.
Yeah.
I have to go out and do it.
Yeah. Because that's a routine that's kind of been interrupted now, hasn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. It's a routine, and it's something that I find comfort in doing. As much as I find it also upsetting, because there's still, if we're counting last night, funny enough, there's probably another 10 people that I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
That once they know Coop's no longer here.
Yeah.
I know one guy from particular, he'll be really upset because I saw him the day it happened, and the next day he flew on holiday. He's not back yet. So he will be upset about it. But so it's just been a real tough week, ups and downs, and being in a house on your own feels weird.
Yeah.
It's funny because all of those things you've said, all of those emotions and thoughts that you have had as a result of him going, is not dissimilar, is it?
No.
To your loved one going, a human being going away. I mean, there are some differences, obviously, but actually, that it's that kind of feeling of loss.
Yeah.
And you are grieving, and that will no doubt continue for some time.
It's funny, and this is why I said to you at the beginning that you're not really a pet person, dog. But when you speak to dog people, they don't call the dog It's a member of the family.
Yeah.
It's not 4 legs.
Yeah.
He's got 4 legs, but it's not 4 legs.
Yeah.
It's a member of the family. So it's exactly the same as grief. The problem, where it gets really difficult, you can't say goodbye to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you only see the eyes, you only see the expression of the dog.
Yeah.
You don't get the vocabulary coming back.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't get that with a person, but
Well, I mean, I was
know.
thinking that about Bowie when obviously he's still alive, but he's
Yeah.
not with me. And I was thinking about how he was there through such a tough time for me every single day.
yeah.
Through such a difficult time, through good times as well, but through and you've just said then, he didn't know. Like, we were so close.
Yeah.
He was there when I woke up in the morning. He was a reason to get up and go out for a walk, because otherwise, in those times when I was struggling, I wouldn't have done. But I had to, because he was there, and he got me through it. But he had no idea. We never had a conversation.
No.
It's weird because
you were speaking how you were feeling.
Yeah.
To somebody that all they were doing was listening.
But they do know.
Yeah.
They do. There is something about a dog that it does.
They sense it, don't
they do know.
Yeah.
And the way he would be when I was having down days was completely different to the way he would be when I was feeling more
Was that to
upbeat.
do with that particular breed of dog? Because you talk about it being...
And being a Belgian Malinois and being able to sense things. No, I think all dogs...
I think most breeds have got that. And interestingly enough, Lisa notified a lady she'd never met on Instagram, and Lisa shared a message. They've got French bulldogs up in the north of England, and obviously we left this name called Jilly, and Lisa let Jilly know that Cooper had passed away, and she asked Lisa for our address. So Lisa gave our address, and so Cooper died on the Friday. On the Tuesday, flowers arrived. The most amazing flowers, all boxed up.
How nice is that?
Beautiful flowers, beautiful card. We'd never met this one. Never met her. So I said to Lisa, can you get hold of Jilly and ask for her number? We need to ring her and speak to her and converse with her and stuff. And we did. We had a 30, 40-minute conversation.
Wow.
And that's how dogs can affect families and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And just come back to your point, Anne, there was a posting put up of this woman put that she'd been really depressed. Didn't go into too much details, but her French bulldog was the reason she got out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
It was the reason she got out of the house.
100%.
You know, and I think a dog, especially a dog, is so therapeutic for people having real dark times because they don't want for anything other than companionship.
Yeah. They don't ask, they're just there.
They want to be there.
For nothing.
No.
You know, and it's amazing. You are, and that's, if you remember when I went to the Peak District back in November, and I was going there from a bit of an escape from my headspace.
Yeah.
And it was, it's a healthy thing to do, go out into the countryside, do some hill walking. Wouldn't have done that without him.
No.
Wouldn't have done that without him being there. I needed him. And I especially, for the first 2 days when there was a storm and, it was battering down with rain and the winds, and you're thinking, no, today is going to be a stay in and watch telly and get back into your headspace. But I've got him. I can't. And I have to. So you get wrapped up, you go out and you do it. And
it gives you a purpose.
Yeah.
That's it. It gives you a purpose, and they don't want anything in return.
Mm-hmm. And I think the interesting thing for me at the moment is clearly I'm doing the same route near enough every day that I've always done. I sometimes vary it, but I'd go right or go left. Well, I didn't choose to go right or left. Coop did. So we get to this junction, and then Coop would look at me, and I'd go, "Which way do you want to go?" And he'd go right, and we'd go right, or he'd go left, and that's how we did it. But I feel quite strange because I'm thinking, what are people thinking? Are they thinking, why is he going? Why is he walking at the same time at 6:30 in the morning, 6:45 in the morning? He ain't got his dog anymore. His dog's gone.
No, I think that shows a great strength, to be honest, because I wish I'd carried on when I lost.
But you know what I'm saying? I have to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's good.
I'm not. I have been thinking about it because I walk past houses the same as I've done when I had Cooper, and I'm still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I've still got the dog biscuits, all that type.
But that gives you comfort.
I have to do it. I have to do it.
Yeah.
I'll know when not to do it, but at the moment, I have to do it.
Keep doing it.
And I'll be doing it in all weathers, no matter what. And I must give...
Okay, take your time. Let me get you some. You okay? You start off by saying,
No, I was saying-
you must.
Yeah, give... I don't know how to phrase it. to have a dog from cradle to grave, and then your children see that journey.
Yeah. But that's supposed to be quite good for kids, isn't it? I mean, they say that having a pet kind of teaches them all sorts of
emotions,
yeah. Feelings,
yeah,
way to handle situations,
and handling loss as well, isn't it? Because
yeah,
as Stu says, you know, his children are now experiencing that grief, and I what Stu just referenced then about that journey, about seeing the dog grow and you know, from cradle to grave and over that period of time and with your children, and it's hard as well, because then you're remembering what your children were much younger, when your kids were much younger when you got the dog, and it's almost part of that. I mean, I remember not with Bowie, but with my dad's dog Tia. She was a little staffy, and she was our dog, and then when we found out we were having Isabel, rehomed her with my dad, and that dog made it all the way from Isabel being born all the way through to her starting secondary school. And what you've just said then is like, when we lost her, it was part of Isabel growing up that we lost as well. It was like it was the way that Isabel was with that dog all the time. She was just permanently, when it was, can we just go and see Tia? She loved and doted on that dog, and then we lost her, and it kind of part of Isabel at the same time we lost, because she'd grown. Yeah. You know, and it is testament to just how important dogs, pets are in our lives, for ourselves, children. You know, they are important.
Yeah, the memories as well, aren't they? I mean, you kind of remember situations and funny events, tragic events, or whatever they may be. But it's the same as any kind of loss, really.
Yeah,
and
I think also, you know, we've got photos, we've got videos, we take comfort. My wife can't watch the videos yet.
Yeah,
she finds it too painful to watch it. And even when I was leaving today, Joe said, "Dad, the house is just not the house. It's not our home anymore, because we've lost Cooper." You know,
why did you call him Cooper?
I don't know. I honestly don't know how that name came about. It's all we never picked Cooper.
You didn't pick it.
He picked us. It's really weird, because I didn't want a dog, because I've had dogs all my life, as Andrew alluded to with himself. But my dad always dealt with the grain piece.
Yeah.
And my dad wouldn't have any more dogs. He had 3, and it absolutely destroyed him every time he lost his dog.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want a dog.
Yeah.
Because I knew, being the dad, I would have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with unhappiness and sadness and stuff like that. And I think people need to realise that it's not a win decision. A dog is a big, big decision. I think a lot of people go into it with, you know, the good things. They don't realise that not all dogs are healthy. Not all dogs live to a long, happy age.
Yeah.
And the children, unfortunately, because I was very clear that when we had him, we wouldn't do this. We wouldn't go on holiday together. He'd never go into kennels. He's part of the family, and we treated him as part of the family. And they had to witness him being put down. So they were there from the first seizure that he had, to the moment he was put to sleep, to the moment we carried him home in the car until we took him down to the cremation and got him cremated and all that type of stuff. They saw that journey, and I think, and I did swear. I'm not going to say what I swore on the podcast, but I did swear at them because of what this has now brought us, where it's took us. Has it brought us closer together at the moment to the time it had?
Yeah.
I think at the moment, no. I think we're all dealing with it individually, differently, independently. Joe's probably doing it, talking to his girlfriend more. Eleanor's probably talking to her mates more. Me and Lisa have got ourselves and we're talking. And it's quite funny. We went and did a bit of shopping today, and Cooper used to always have shortcake biscuits. That's what his little treat was. And he said, we don't buy them anymore. I said, no, we just get a basket and packet. It's one packet. We bought one packet. And as she picked them and turned around to me, she was crying. Because she was thinking Coop's not there anymore. So, yeah, it's been a tough week. And I think it's highlighted to me that will I have another dog again? Probably not. Certainly not in the short term, because I don't really want to go through what I went through with Cooper.
Yeah. Well, that might change.
And people have said that, but then people say that, if you're a doggy person, you want that. I want to do more travelling and stuff like that. I want to get out and do more. And as much as I love Cooper, as you know, Andy, they're very, very restrictive.
Yeah. It changes. It does. It changes.
You can't just go out and win.
No.
Things you can't, if you said to me, Stu, do you want to come out tonight? Do you want to at least come out, whatever? If we had Coop, we would feel bad about leaving.
You've got to watch
2 or 3 hours.
You've got to watch the time, don't you? You've got to actually watch the time. And it is like having kids at home.
Yeah.
When you're out and you sort of, okay, now I've got to get back.
Yeah.
Because of the dog. So you've got that freedom back in that sense, haven't you? It's,
yeah. But
it's not a freedom that you want at the moment.
No, it's not. And I'll leave on this note. What has happened is the amount of support you get. People have asked and they've shown their condolences, and not in forms of cards and flowers. I mean, we did get the flowers from Gillian. We got another load of flowers from Mick and Anne, because their golden retriever's 2 months older than Coop, and they always used to play. And she was like Cooper's guard dog. She was his protector because he was such a small dog, and a big retriever would like guard him. And everybody's been really, really genuinely upset about losing him. So I've took comfort, should say, when people said he was a happy lad, you socialised him well, he was the perfect dog that had a happy life. And a lot of dogs don't have that.
No.
So I think that I thank you for that, because I knew it was going to be difficult, and it proved to be so. I might just extend this a little bit around grief and loss, and replacing somebody in a way.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to Andy yesterday. He was here yesterday. I kind of have my situation. I lost my wife last year, and so on, and the difficulties of all of that. But one of the things that's kind of happened in the last kind of 6 months or so is that I've become aware of many other men who have lost their wives.
Right.
And these have all come about, and I won't go into the details of any of this, but it's just a general kind of comment about it. And, most of them, in fact, all of them, I've met through the gym.
Right.
And I can't even remember how the conversations come about as to how I found that out. But there are a number of men, I can count 5 on my hand, of men that I've met at the gym, and the conversations come about the fact that they've lost their wives.
And were they going to the gym prior to losing their wives, or after losing their wives they went to the gym as some?
I can't tell you that, because I've only been going there for about a year and a half.
Right.
And I know that all of these people that I can talk about have been going to the gym much longer than I have.
Right.
So there are different times when they've lost their loved ones, recently, much longer, and so on. But we talked about it yesterday, and I can't understand and believe how I've managed to come across these people.
Yeah.
Whether it's them making mention of it. Maybe it comes out of a conversation of me talking about Anne, but I don't always talk about her. It's not like I open up with that, but maybe it comes out of a conversation and then that opens up to them. But I mean, one clear factor about it is that they really appreciate talking. I think
You've got a connection, haven't you?
Yeah, and it helps me as well. It's not just one way, I mean, I get,
with the greatest respect to Andy and myself, we wouldn't have that empathy.
We've
a connection because we haven't been through that unbelievably upsetting episode.
We've said this, haven't we? That, I mean, I've said before that grief for me, with the exception of pets and elderly relatives, I've got no idea. I've not lost anyone. So I've got no empathy. But what we were saying yesterday about how you've come across so many people, and it feels like it's statistically impossible that you have met so many people who over the last 12 months, you've met so many people who have relatively recently lost wives, partners. And I was saying,
and they're not all of my age.
No, they're varying.
Like it's an age thing.
Yeah, but I think it's because I think there's this element. We said this yesterday, that perhaps you are just drawn. These people were already there. There was already people out there, but because you've got that experience yourself, you're drawn to it, and you're getting something out of it, and you're offering a kind ear, and words to them, and it's sort of, I think it seems to happen naturally, doesn't it?
I think so, and it is quite clear though that when I say they appreciate talking about it, is because they haven't had the opportunity to talk about it. And one or two of them will say, well, in the early days, people were very kind of sympathetic and stuff like that, and for them, they move on. For you, you don't, and you still want to talk about things and how you feel, and nobody's offering that to them. And I suppose that, I naturally kind of eke things out of people anyway, whether they're in that situation or not, just because I'm nosy and because I'm interested and I love talking to people. And it kind of will come out, won't it, in that sense? But once I know about it, I kind of almost switch into a kind of, I hope it doesn't sound like a therapeutic mode. It isn't a therapeutic because I'm not a professional in that regard.
No.
But I know, I know how, I kind of get an idea of how they might feel. Yeah. Right. And I know the kind of questions to ask and the way to kind of, say.
I feel that you're good at that in a general sense. We had a conversation on the phone on Monday night, and, Ash is very good at being quite analytical of a situation. He can sort of break it down for you, which is, for me, was quite important conversation that we had on Monday. You were breaking down the situations, what I was feeling, what I was going through. And I think you've got a skill in that sense, which is probably another reason why people are drawn to you when you're talking about things like that, because you not only do you have the experience, the personal experience, a shared experience, but you're also good choosing how to word things and helping people process things. And that's a skill that you've undoubtedly got.
Well, I think it might have been through my experiences over the last 10, 15 years or so. But I think we can go back to our days in sales, can't we, Stu?
Yeah.
The skills that we've learned in terms of listening to people and looking at situations and maybe coming up with kind of solutions where we can, or, and how those things impact people. These are the things that we've learned over the years as well, isn't it?
But I think, I agree, but I think also there is nothing out there without a waiting list.
Yeah.
Give that opportunity for somebody to just vent.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, you just reminded me of something else I was going to bring up. I was in the gym a couple of weeks ago, and there's a young lady there, probably in her early 30s, very early 30s. I haven't even spoken to her before, because when normally I go to the gym, I get my AirPods in and I just blast on my training and do my training. But there's a couple of guys there I've talked to, and a nice guy called Ian. His wife's heavily disabled and he's her carer. He's been her carer for 15, 20 years. And he goes to the gym most mornings while the carers are in dealing with his wife and stuff. She can converse, but she's not got much mobility.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we're chatting away, and it transpired that Ian had been talking to this young woman, married, kids. But her husband is going through real dark times. He doesn't feel like he can go and talk to anybody. He doesn't feel there's anybody there who can help and can, as you put, departmentalise what his mind's thinking and stuff like that. And it's quite upsetting to hear somebody in their 30s. The world should be exciting at 30. You've got a young family. You shouldn't have these dark thoughts and not have the ability to go and talk to people.
Yeah.
And I said to her about the podcast, I said, look, and generally I don't know her husband. If he walked in, I don't know him, never met him, right? And I said, if he wants to come and talk to 3 strangers about what he's feeling, come and talk to us, and it'll be him just talking and offloading and venting and just getting it all out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to get the answers.
No.
But what he gets is the ability to just offload it in a safe environment.
Yeah.
And I think it's evident that that's what's lacking in the community.
Yeah, 100%.
And coming back to the dog thing, I think there's a lot to be said for dog therapy. Because interesting enough, near enough, everybody that I've spoken to who knew Cooper said, if you want to come out and walk the dog with me, if you want to take the dog out with me, or if you want to take the dog on your own, just come and knock on the door and you can take the dog out.
Yeah.
And it's because they understand the benefits of having a 4-legged friend with you. And as you said, Bowie never talked to you.
Yeah.
Indirectly. And that's therapy. It's for you to talk rubbish, what you feeling, whatever it is, to that dog.
And that's
probably what those guys, that's probably what those guys are doing at the gym. They're using the gym as a springboard to meet somebody to talk about how they're feeling. Because as you say, you will have good days and bad days. No rhyme or reason. You'll just have a dark period where you'll just go into yourself. You'll get upset. You'll start thinking about things that naturally upset you. And what you want to do at that moment in time, you do want to be with people.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't want to be on your own, but you want to be with somebody that could actually not speak to you, but put an arm around you, or just being in that your presence.
I think you're right. I think that people may come to the gym for the purpose of socializing and being talked to people.
Yeah. Because they might not have children. They might not have anybody.
But we know, based on, the stuff that we've done with Alex about, lack of men not talking and stuff like that. So I think they do come to the gym for socializing and a banter and all that. Yeah. But whether they actually fully open up and talk about things, I think that's where it may not be.
Well, that takes time, doesn't it?
It takes time, but
it's trust, isn't it? You don't want, I'm not sure how to put it, but you're not looking for emotional support. You're looking for something in a safe environment
so that you can just vent,
vent it out. Yeah,
and the gym is great for that. And I've been really lucky in going to the gym this last 6 months, not 6 months, 4 months, and having.
You go to the gym?
Why did you do that?
Oh. Yeah. His guns aren't very big, are they?
Right. Well, firstly,
my guns aren't very big either. Whatever they are, guns. What are guns when they're up?
Biceps.
I'm not.
Biceps.
Not even going to rise to that.
Do you have 2?
Yeah, one on each arm.
Not even going to rise to that comment.
Okay.
You can't rise to it. Sorry.
Actually.
Oh, that was low.
Yeah.
What I was going to say.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I've been really lucky having Todd, my PT, because he's been a really great guy. Every week, I only go once a week, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not there, but
it's not obsessive.
No,
I'm going there for mental health.
Yeah,
and I have a chat with him for an hour, and he's a great guy, and he knows everything that's going on in my life. I know what's going on in his life.
Is that why you're not training, because you're just talking?
Just basically, we're just talking.
But so what?
Thank you, Ash.
Yeah.
But so what?
Yeah.
I am training.
Yeah.
And I'm getting. I'll show you my bloody numbers.
How much you paying?
It's an irrelevance. It's not actually that expensive, to be fair. He's very reasonable.
Good.
And I'll show you my figures. What I'm doing.
There's been some improvements.
There's an improvement. I've never once not gone down there and not beat my previous personal best.
Wow.
On everything.
That's impressive.
Now, I'm not saying that they're very good.
But there's a progress.
I'll show you. But I'll cut this bit out. No, I know. I'll cut this bit out. I'll cut this bit out.
No, you should leave this in.
Right, but look, there's my numbers from.
So you started on £6 dumbbells.
Shut up. There's my numbers from yesterday.
You're good at dumbbell. Honestly.
I know they're not impressive, but
2 times 12 or 15, 32. 32 what? Kilos?
yes,
No, that's on a bar.
yes,
So bar's 20.
yes,
So you've got 6 kilos on either side.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Let's not make this into a
No, it's very
who's got the
impressive.
biggest.
It's not necessarily impressive, but if you go further up the conversation, you'll see what the
Michael
previous.
Jackson?
Yeah, well, no,
Oh,
ignore
sorry.
that bit.
Sorry.
There's the previous
Oh, yeah.
numbers. So I'm improving.
I'm interested in what you've just said because, as you know, Andy, that my son has just qualified to become a PT.
Yes.
And I have this idea that a lot of the interaction may actually be about talking.
Yeah.
And having the ability to share some stuff. Is that how you see it?
100%. I mean, you can see there we have quite a few conversations, and
I was looking at the sweatshirt.
oh yeah, you like that. We'll get onto that at some point. Not today. No, absolutely, 100%. I wouldn't be going down there just to train if I wasn't having that interaction. I'm going down there because I like to go down.
Did you know him before?
So my dad, he started off. He's my dad's.
This is Todd Lofgren, isn't it?
The same Todd. Yeah.
Is he an actor?
Yeah. Joke. It's been going on for I do not know how long.
Where did he link Todd and Lofgren together?
It's the only Todd he knows. But you knew Todd
Carter
yeah.
at Grange
Jill.
or EastEnders.
Right.
I was never. If he's Todd, he's just Todd.
It's just Todd,
I
isn't
wouldn't
it?
have put a surname to the guy.
Just Todd. Quads like Todd's is his name of his.
He's got big quads, is he?
I mean, he used to be like one of the bodybuilding.
Oh, okay. So he was on
Yeah.
steroids, was he?
I don't know if he was on steroids. I'm not making that allegation.
Like most bodybuilders are using a little bit of enhancement.
Well, maybe. Well, he doesn't do that anymore anyway.
No, he's
now.
Is he a small guy? Typically,
Same height as me.
Yeah.
See, immediate judgment. Immediate.
This is. I don't even remember what the question was now that you asked me.
About PTs and the,
You were talking about. No, but then you said something else. I can't remember what it was.
about the interaction between them,
Yes.
you and stuff.
But you asked me a question and I don't know.
Well, I said,
He's just thrown me.
no, I didn't know. I just said that, I always feel that it's not just about the, the training and physical stuff, but actually you're there, and because you're there, you interact with the person, you're talking to them.
Yeah.
And
When you should be training.
Part of what you do, part of what they're there for is to allow you to do that.
Absolutely.
Even if that's not the intention.
Yeah.
In between the training.
In between the training, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I go to the gym to train, not to waffle.
yeah, but you're.
I get a little bit of waffle, but
Yeah.
then I have to go. I need to go and do my training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that with the PT or is that with...
I don't have PT.
No, but this is different.
Yeah.
You're talking about just anybody in the gym that might want to talk to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't just talk to somebody if I was like, I wouldn't just go up to some guy and start talking to him in the gym.
Neither do I. It's
Well,
like,
that's my point.
They come to you, do they?
no, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
Oh, you
So
don't?
how do you start the conversations then, Ash?
Huh?
Well, neither me nor Stu would approach a guy in a gym. So how do you? I'm sorry, I'm not asking for advice.
To be honest, less actually in the gym.
Okay,
God.
right.
It's not the training room, is it?
More in, I was going to say in the showers, no. More in the changing
More in the changing room.
Yeah, because that's where you come.
You've got plenty to conversation starters there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, I can see Stewie getting a bit cringy already.
yeah.
Just look upwards. That's all you need to do.
What?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you think? Yeah, right. Just affix your eyes on something else.
Shoulders and above.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, guys. I thought, let's have a break,
Yeah.
get some drinks in, and we'll kick off again.
Okay.
Should we do that?
Let's do that.
Okay.
So here it is. podcast nobody asked for. Three guys in a kitchen, drinking coffee and having a chat.